Get down from there! Now! What if it bumped that control by accident? You'd be mincemeat by now. What have I told you? You don't work on equipment when the engine's running. Here. Shake hands with danger.
Shake hands with danger. Need a guy who ought to know. I used to laugh at safety. Now they call me Three-Finger Joe. Now, Bill Myers is changing buckets, a job he's done at least 100 times. This is the moment, that split second when a man decides between being safe or shaking hands with danger.
Those who teach must do some special examination of how they themselves feel about sex.
Penis. Say penis.
Penis.
Louder.
Penis.
Give me another word for penis.
Prick.
Prick. Peter.
Cock.
Cock.
Rod.
Rod.
Dick.
Dick.
Prick.
Prick. We've got it.
Meat.
What?
Ding
Meat?
dong.
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Wand.
Juan. Ryan.
Wiener.
Wiener.
Talking about and using sexual terminology is difficult for many people because of the guilt and embarrassment from our heritage.
Okay, let's all say it, okay? Prick.
Prick.
Peter. Cock. Rod. Dick. Meat. Ding dong. Wand. Wiener. Tool. Joint.
Oh, excuse me, Ricky. Ricky, I did see what you were doing. It felt good, didn't it? It's all right. We all have feelings like this sometimes. I'm sorry I intruded on your privacy. I'll be sure to knock next time, okay?
This manner of response frees the child of guilt and assures him he is normal.
Shake hands with danger. Shake hands with danger. Shake hands with danger, and friends I used to know.
Show.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you, Chicago.
All right. Yeah. Hey, I want to know who calls it a wand.
I don't know. I call mine a hog. That wasn't even on the list.
Yeah.
But
I call it a joint. Yeah, that's accurate.
To each
But,
his
yeah,
own.
Wand? No, I don't know. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming out. My name's Joe. This is Nick. We traveled all the way from New York City just to play for you some shitty videos. Who wants to see some shitty videos here?
Okay, good.
All right.
You came to the right place.
Came to the right place.
Yeah,
Excellent.
so we've been collecting videos for 25 years, and these are not like videos that were really like movies. They're things like exercise videos and training videos and promotional tapes, things that weren't meant to be shown in public. But here we are in public, so
Here we are.
we're going to show them.
Yeah.
And we were going through our collection and realized that we just had so many videos. These are our most cherished gems.
These are the cream of the crop here.
Right.
Best of the best. Yeah.
So let's get started.
All right, this first one, we got this in Fargo, North Dakota. We were doing a show there a few years back, and this guy came up to us after the show. He told us that he had worked in local news as an editor for the last, 20 years, and he hated the job, but he loved the bloopers. Like, he stuck around just for the bloopers.
Right.
And then he handed us this hard drive with 20 years worth of untouched news bloopers on it.
Yeah, seriously.
That's like pure gold. Handing us
For
pure gold.
Yeah, and these are all from the same news team, the same hapless news team in North Dakota. You actually watch them get worse over 2 decades.
It's fascinating.
Absolutely incredible. And, this guy was an editor, so a lot of these, they were like live fuck-ups that happened during the nightly news, but he had some behind-the-scenes stuff. Like there's a woman, she's reading a voiceover about a lady whose actual name is Phoebe Weeby.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
And that's exactly, and she cannot get through it without losing it, and it is something.
Justifiably so.
This is something to behold. So I think you're going to like these guys. It's the North Dakota News Team.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
Watching WDAY First News, your news leader.
Gun safety advocates of the National Rifle Association squared off before Congress as lawmakers hear both sides of the gun control debate.
Still to come tonight, a candidate for governor offers his solution to property tax relief in North Dakota.
Another store is about to open in downtown Fargo.
So many different ways to get the content of math or any subject for that matter to the students now.
A Storm Tracker's 7-day forecast. You can see we will see a few scattered snow showers again on Saturday, and temperatures definitely trending colder as we head into
How did he do that?
The forecast.
Here's ABC's Richard Davies with tips to navigating one of the more complex sections of a return.
This is the longest silence in television history right here.
And we'll actually bring you that story after the next commercial break.
We'll bring you those other stories in 1. A man described as a serial killing in training is executed in Texas.
Hang on a second. Bless me. Thank you.
Oh, he's going for it. From the eye to the nose and in the mouth.
This donation also provides the opportunity for scouts and other organizations to get in touch with nature. Ouch. Ouch, you little biting flies. You sons of... Ouch, you little bastard. Quit biting me. Fucking nature. I don't give a shit. I'm cold, I'm fucking freezing, and I hate this.
Well, Fargo will be getting a Chipotle soon, but it may be missing one thing.
Ooh, and I'm counting down the days. I love these types of food.
Here's Jane King with your Bloomberg Business Report. And we will go to...
Sounds like a shoe in a dryer.
A problem for residents like Phoebe Weeby. 3, 2, 1. A problem for residents like 3, 2, 1. A problem for residents like Phoebe Weeby. She needs to take over 3.
Reporting live in North Fargo, Bill Shammert, WDAY 6 No's.
There it is, the North Dakota News Team. One big happy news team.
6 no's, everybody.
6
yes.
no's. And oh, by the way, we should have mentioned this earlier. Tonight's show is actually dedicated to Phoebe Weeby and her husband, Harry Carey. Both of them.
They were married for a long
yeah.
time. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, a power couple.
And we've been watching that for, I guess, almost 2 years now, all that footage. And certain lines have they've worked their way into our everyday vocabulary. So, like, it was so cold this morning, and I just kind of looked at Joe, and I'm like, fucking nature.
Yeah.
Like, that one comes in handy.
You can do it if it's nice out, too. You can be like, oh, fucking nature.
No,
yeah.
It works either way.
Right.
And the other one, this one, try this one out. If somebody suggests, like, where to go to lunch or dinner or something, it doesn't matter where they suggest. You just say, ooh, Chipotle, I love these types of food. And
I love these types of food. You got to say it that way.
And they won't know what you're talking about, but you will. And
that's
that'll
what's
be
important.
A fun thing for you to do. So take that one home with you.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so we were putting together Cherished Gems, the greatest hits. We thought we got to include exercise videos. These are the most common types of tapes we find littering thrift stores. And tonight we picked out some weird ones, but also I think some of our personal favorites.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah. There's some good stuff here. We are required by law, by the way, to show you an exercise video montage at every single show.
Right.
So this is the thing that we realize is that 70s, 80s, and 90s, like, they were shitting out exercise videos at a furious pace. Like, everybody put one out. Celebrities put them out. Amateurs put some out. Let's see, there's a company in here called Rejuvenate. They made an exercise device for your face that you would actually hook up to a battery, and I guess it would electrocute you into being beautiful.
That was the idea. Yep.
Yeah,
Makes
so
perfect sense.
It's horrifying, but that's in here and a whole bunch more. Here it is, the exercise video montage.
This is Rock's winning workout without weights, and it's a beginning exercise program, and my friend Czar is going to be the demonstrator, and we're going to go through this exercise routine. And you can follow along with this exercise routine, the beginning part of it, and then later we'll show you some exercises you won't be able to follow along with.
This video is about a special kind of fitness, sexual fitness, because a healthy sexual relationship begins with a fit body.
Rejuvenate does for the face
Here's the
what exercise
Rejuvenate.
does for the body. And the way it does that
It's right out of a horror movie.
That activates
Look at her eye twitching.
to exercise, tighten, and tone.
Good morning. My name is Pavel. What is more important than being healthy? It costs too much to be sick and old. I'm 60, excellent health.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pump. Pump. Pump.
It's gonna be thunder exercise with Jesus, and with you his presence in my heart.
Let's engage in some cardiovascular fitness unto the Lord. Let's start with some little bounces. Ready? And one. That's it.
It's time for Bud Camp, and I'm your counselor. Bud Camp. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4.
1. And heel. 2. And heel. 3.
While you can relax and enjoy Rejuvenate in a variety of settings, never immerse it in water or rinse it under the tap. Doing so will damage the system.
Let's begin.
She reminds me of one of those lizards that run on water.
Lie on the bed, feet flat against your partners.
The stuffed
Move your
animals
legs
look
in a
on in
back and
horror.
forth motion.
Keep pushing the energy out. Harder and stronger and harder and stronger and harder and stronger. Push, 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 and relax.
It's the exercise video montage.
Video montage.
Some of our personal favorites.
Check
and
this out.
there
Look at
it
this
is.
thing. We actually got one of these things.
There's the Rejuvenate.
We actually have a ton of these. Like, there's so many of these on eBay right now, like everybody in this room could buy one.
They're at
And
thrift stores, I mean, everywhere.
you should absolutely buy one if you get the opportunity. But look at this thing. This thing is a torture device for your face. Like, look at it. I don't know if you can see it. It has all these probes in here, and it comes with gel, and you're supposed to put a little dollop of gel on each one of these probes here. And we tried this thing, and, like, I've never been in so much fucking pain in my life.
It
Like,
somehow hurts worse than you think it will.
I honestly thought my beard was going to catch on fire. I seriously
I did. Too. And yeah, our skin looks great, but it's just not worth it.
The ends justify
I
the
don't
means,
recommend
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But we will have this on your way out to take pictures with. If you want an Instagram picture or whatever, you can
Yeah.
wear the Rejuvenate.
Yeah. This can be your Tinder profile picture right here. There you
Yeah.
go.
All right, so this next one is sort of the musical portion of the show. This one stars a man named Harvey Sid Fisher, who is a Los Angeles guy who's really interested in astrology, but he also liked writing songs. So he wrote an original song for each sign of the zodiac, and then he went down to his local public access station to record a video demo, I guess to send to producers, and the songs are great. We love the songs, but I think what steals the show, he brought interpretive dancers to help him out with this.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
This guy's a genius. And like Nick said, he sings a song for each sign of the zodiac. So we always like to ask audiences that when your astrological sign comes up, to show a little pride with maybe some applause or maybe a woo or something like that.
Yeah, give us a woo when your
give us
sign
a woo.
comes up.
Do we have any Aries here? Any Rams? Any Aries? Oh, boy. All right, there they are. You're
Okay.
up first. Here he is, Harvey Sid Fisher with astrology songs.
I am the ram. I am the ram.
It's the ram, Aries.
I am the ram. Talking about the Taurus, talking about the bully bull bull. Talking about the Taurus, talking about the bully bull bull. That's the way of the Gemini.
Gemini.
That's the way
cowgirl
of the
sign.
Gemini. Moonchild.
A moonchild is a Cancer.
I'm a loving Leo lion. I'm a loving Leo lion. Virgo.
Libra.
Streams in life are all around. It's not me. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Can't you see it must be some other Scorpio? I'm a Sag. I'm a Sag.
Sag.
I'm a Sag.
Unfortunate abbreviation.
I was born a Capricorn.
Where are my Capricorns?
I was born a
All right.
Capricorn. I was born a Capra. I was born a Capra. I was born a Capricorn. I am an
Let's hear you, Aquarius.
I am an Aquarian. I am an Aquarian. I
See,
am
that's like
an
water.
Aquarian.
Oh, interpretive.
I am an Aquarian.
Last but not least, we got Pisces.
Pisces.
And it's an uncomfortable ending.
Harvey Sid Fisher.
Oh, so
I love
great.
that man so much.
Those
I love
songs
him
will
so
be in
much.
your head.
So we have an exciting Harvey Sid Fisher related news update for you. We were in Los Angeles a few years back, and we decided to call that phone number that was up at the end of the video there. But it had been, I think, like at the time, 19 years since the video had come out, so we didn't think the number would even work. But the dude answered on the first ring. Like he picked right up.
Yeah, he picked up right away.
Like he'd been waiting his entire life for this phone call. And we invited him down to the show, and we brought him up on stage. And let's bring on the lights. So we have some photos from our meeting with Harvey
so
Sid.
here's what Harvey Sid looks like. A recent photo of Harvey
He's such
Sid.
a cool dude.
He
we play golf with him whenever we go to Los Angeles. We're close
Occasionally.
personal friends. I don't mean to name drop. But
Yeah, but Harvey was. This was on stage at a show in California, and he sang a few bars of the Love and Leo Lion song for everybody live. And this was cool. Joe did an interpretive dance while he sang that.
Oh, career highlight for me. But yeah, you got to look this guy up. Harvey Sid Fisher. He does other songs. It's not just astrology songs. It's like he does a lot of golf songs too. And
Right.
he has a website. It's astrologysongs. And it's not .com. It's like one of the weird
I think
ones.
it's .net or .biz,
Dot
but
biz. You're never going to find this website.
well,
But he's
try
out there
it.
somewhere.
Try it.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
But we love public access television. Chicago has some great stuff. We're showing some of that, and I guess I like the idea of it too. They sort of meant well. They were like, this is a place for people to express their political opinions, no censorship, don't have to worry about ratings. But it ended up being a huge magnet for weirdos, and that's what we love about it
You're
the
going to
most.
see so many wonderful weirdos from all around the country. My favorite is this guy from a suburb of Minneapolis. His name is Mike, and he loves gymnastics. And he still has a show. I think it still airs. And he actually gutted out his home to make it more gymnastics friendly. And the brilliant part is he calls the show Mike Nastics, which is the best title
so
of
great.
anything ever. So he's in here and a whole bunch more. It's the public access montage.
I'd like to introduce to you a championship bagpiper, Eric Rice Johnston.
I said that I love you.
The kids dance show from right here in Chicago, Chick-A-Go-Go.
Best show ever.
Well, Peter and Tweeter, we're doing a new show. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas great.
This is the greatest choreography I've ever seen.
The greatest costumes I've ever seen. Nice work, Super Chino.
Now, you play.
The hell is going on here?
Come on. You play. Play good. Yeah, that's it. Keep going. Come on. Play like you played yesterday. There you go.
It's just trying to escape.
Number 5.
Here's Mike Nastics.
Number 11. Number 17.
He did it!
Yes.
See that?
Here's more from Chick-A-Go-Go.
It's about weight. Yes. And how big women really are great.
If you knew Susie like I know Susie, oh, what a guy!
It's a public access
montage.
Wonderful weirdos. It's all about the wonderful
just a
weirdos.
treasure trove of them.
I love weirdos.
And it's hard to pick a favorite, but the one we keep coming back to is Chick-A-Go-Go from right here in Chicago.
Oh, you guys have something very special here. Like,
Well-
whenever you watch this show, it's like you're watching somebody's weird dream because there are, like, toddlers there, and there's elderly people there, and there's, like, a robot there,
Yeah.
and a bouncing cowboy. And
Yeah,
it's
I
just,
mean, you're used to it, but it's
chaos.
really fucked up for anybody else. And so we did some homework, we looked into it. We found out that the show's been on the air for 21 years. And like a lot of these shows, all you have to do to get on is just show up. So it was a Saturday, and they happened to be taping. So we showed up, and we brought highlights from our trip to Chick-A-Go-Go.
And we're laughing and it's fun.
I was thinking when I saw that body, gotta get shorty. Tell her what the young boy gon' do. Damn them chick you do, gotta be a kid. Stay pretty thick with a kick that's sick, that need to be hit. So tell me what y'all gon' do. I got friends and you got friends. They hop on a Ferrari to the monster beat. Hey, Ferrari, ooh, ah, Ferrari, ooh, ah, Ferrari.
Karate monkey. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh. Because the girl them broke out on the floor from you don't wanna work this.
Look at those moves.
Chick-A-Go-Go.
Oh, boy, what a best show ever.
It is.
Yeah.
You
and
just-
if you haven't been there, you have got to go. They tape most Saturdays. All you need is a pulse.
Yeah,
That's
just
it.
go there and just spend the rest of your life on that show. It is so great. All right.
Okay, next up. Speaking of public access weirdos, this guy is the pinnacle here. And I'm going to go ahead and say this is the greatest video of all time. Like, after this, the whole show is downhill. So
We didn't structure the show very well, I guess.
No, we
but
didn't.
Go
yeah.
ahead.
So, but anyway, so this is comes from 1999. A guy named Frank Pachowski. He got away with 2 public access shows in Los Angeles. And what he does in this show, it's not technically illegal.
Right.
But it should be illegal. It feels very illegal.
Yeah, something's very wrong with what you're about to see here. You said he got away with 2 episodes, and really he did this first episode, and you're like, how did they let him back on? But they did for a second episode, and before asking him to never show up again. And things get weirder in the second episode.
It gets
even.
better.
It's,
the sequel's better than the first.
Somehow
yeah.
he raises the stakes. And so we had that first episode. We tracked down the legendary lost second one. We're going to show you a little bit of both Dancing with Frank and Dinner Dancing with Frank Pachowski. Here we go.
No idea. I'm just as confused as the senior citizens. It goes on like this for a full hour.
This man fought in World War II. Now he's here.
I am Frank Pachowski, and thank you for watching Dancing with Frank Pachowski. Hi, I'm Frank Pachowski, and you're watching Dinner Dancing with Frank Pachowski.
He's got a new batch of senior citizens.
Chicken drumsticks.
Ay, pobrecito del güey, ay, pobrecito del güey, nadie lo va a detener.
What the hell was that? Good
That's
Lord, Frank Pachowski.
Dinner Dancing and Dancing with Frank Pachowski.
You don't have to clap for that one. Don't encourage
They don't all deserve it.
I'm never eating guacamole again. That's it. I'm done.
I'm done with peanut butter for me. That's
I'm just
the
done
one.
with food, period.
Yeah.
But we had so many questions about that son of a bitch. Like, who is this guy? Is he a psychopath or is he a genius? Like,
Right.
he's definitely one of the two. Where did he get the old people?
Now that's my
No
main
idea.
question. That is my main question because they look like they did not want to be there.
They did
So
not want to be
why
there.
were they
No, no.
there?
Did he get salmonella on his genitals from the chicken going down there? We had so many questions, and we wanted some goddamn answers, so we did Google searches, and we couldn't find him, but we actually hired a private investigator.
That's true. Hired
to
a
track
detective.
him down, and,
Yeah.
and he found him, like, within 24 hours.
Yeah, this detective found him, and he gave us his email address, and so we emailed him and said, Frank, if this is you, we're your biggest fans, and we'd love to come interview you and find out what was going on. And he replied right away.
They always do.
They always seem to. Like he was waiting by the computer, probably at a public library somewhere. I'm guessing. I don't know. But he said, yeah, you can interview me, but he had a very specific condition. We could only do it in Santa Monica at the second lifeguard stand to the right of the Santa Monica Pier.
It was very specific and very mysterious.
Yeah.
And of course, the next week, we spent so much money to fly out there. We spent like $2,500 to go out there.
Well, we have very little else going on.
No,
I
really
think
don't,
we should stress that. But
it turns out he's a psychopath. So there's your answer.
We did the whole interview is on our website if you're morbidly curious. But I'll just say we left with more questions than we arrived with at the end of it. It was.
Here's the thing we did walk away with. never meet your heroes.
Right.
Don't do it.
That's good advice. We learned the hard way.
You're only going to be disappointed.
That's true.
That's it.
All right, well, let's get that taste out of our mouth with a really great video we found at a thrift store on Long Island, and it looked boring. It was called Special Delivery, but we looked closer. We always will inspect, and it said below it in smaller print, it said a practical guide to whelping. And that was a word we didn't know at the time, but we found out.
Never even heard of that word.
No.
We popped in the tape, and it turns out whelping is the act of helping your female dog give birth to puppies. And it sounds like maybe it has a chance of being cute and adorable because puppies are involved, but it's not at all. So we'll leave it at that. Here it is.
Okay.
Special Delivery.
Hi, my name is Catherine Lord, and I want to welcome you to the wonderful world of puppies. In this video, we're going to help you understand what's involved in having a litter. By now, you should know your bitch is pregnant. Sometimes a bitch will come earlier, sometimes a few days later. Milk Aid helps aid the bitch. Watch your bitch. What is normal for your bitch? The delivery has begun. The bitch is into heavy labor. Comforting the bitch, you want to reassure your bitch if your bitch lets out a scream. We only usually allow the bitches to eat 1 or 2 of the afterbirths.
This is a 6-year-old Maltese. It's not a puppy. His name is Champion Cathan Fable Little Star. We name all the dogs after rock and roll records from the 50s and 60s, so that's how he got his name.
See, what do you offer your bitches?
I have a heat lamp on my bitch.
Let the bitch do it?
Shave your bitch down.
Breeders always say, call your vet when the bitch has had contractions for a long time.
The bitch should be examined to make sure that all the nipples are okay. If the bitch vomits, the bitch may be in difficulty. Small bitch. The bitch, bitches. Every bitch should be checked for brucellosis.
Why is it important that a bitch not be overweight?
Overweight bitches, an overweight bitch, fat bitch, the bitch, and you should exercise the bitch.
Approximately how long can a bitch go?
A lot depends on the bitch.
The bitch.
The bitch, that bitch, the bitch is just very, very nervous. Milk the bitch, calm the bitch down, and try to milk the bitch like a cow.
This concludes Special Delivery. We hope you found the tape informative and helpful.
And Special Delivery!
Wow, Special Delivery. Never judge a book by its cover.
No, yeah. Calm the bitch down. I think that's a great tip. Just calm the bitch down.
If you're keeping track, if you had your score pads out, there were 47 bitches in that particular edit.
Yeah.
The whole video had 117. It's a
Yeah.
long video. We cut it down. We thought that was enough. 47.
Yeah. We showed some admirable restraint, I think.
I think so. 48 would have been in poor taste. So we kind of capped it there. And our favorite bitch in the whole video is Champion Cathan Fable Little Star.
You remember the little white bitch? Yeah.
Yeah. Who they said was a male dog, but still qualified as a bitch somehow. So I agree with that. I think that was right.
We all saw it.
It's a good call.
Champion Cathan Fable Little Star.
Yeah.
That's the dog's name.
How do you call a dog like that?
All right, next up, this is one of my favorites of all time. This one, right out of college, I got a job at a video duplication house where my job was to make copies of VHS tapes and DVDs and stuff like that. And this company would come in, this insurance company called Federated Mutual. They brought in these incredible safety videos. And every time they would bring in a new one, and they brought in a ton of these, I would make an extra copy for myself, and I managed to steal the entire series. Like, I got all of them. Yeah.
Every time a new one, every year they'd put out a new one. It was just Christmas morning when a new one came out. We couldn't wait to watch it. And so we collected all of these over the years, and they're a series of on-the-job accident reenactments. And each one is somehow more over-the-top violent than the one before it.
It's fascinating.
And more hilarious. It keeps ramping up. You think they can't top themselves, and they do. So this is, I might be underselling this, honestly. This is the best of Federated Mutual Insurance.
Watch out!
Yeah! car exploded before impact.
And it only takes a second to be safe. Oh, man.
Catch your breath.
I could watch that all day long.
Wow.
They're just relentless.
It never gets old.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah.
It's a...
You're right for applauding that, yeah.
It's a cautionary tale about just never leaving your house.
Yeah, no.
Because
just stay in bed, otherwise you're going to die. That's what they're...
Everything kills you.
That's what they're telling us.
That's the idea there.
Yes, all right.
This is a one we wanted to show you because it's a little bit different. But
we're going to shift gears here.
When we started touring the show, which was 15 years ago now, we go on and we do like local morning news shows to talk about the show, try to get people to come out. And we very early on, we started hating doing these because they're really early in the morning. And
we'd have to wake up when it was like dark out and to do these shows. And like, is our audience even watching these shows?
We
like,
didn't know who was up at 6 a.m.
Yeah, they never even they didn't get our names right. And
one time they forgot we were showing up, you know, like, so we just...
They sucked
we
so
thought,
bad.
Let's see if they're really paying attention. So we had the idea to just make up a fake person we thought was so ridiculous, would never get booked on these shows, and send out press releases for them. And this fake person got booked on way more than we ever did.
Yeah.
And
here's what we did. We wrote up a press release for a guy who was a yo-yo expert who traveled around the country to schools teaching kids about the environment with his yo-yo. And it doesn't make any goddamn sense
It's
at all
nonsense.
if you really think about
Total
it. But
nonsense.
They ate it up. And we did this with our buddy Mark. And Mark, he volunteered to be the yo-yo expert. And Mark has no idea how to yo-yo at all. He has no clue.
He literally can't make it come up after it's gone down.
I don't think he had ever actually yo-yoed before.
No.
And it didn't matter. We got him on 7 morning news shows. And so, like, then we had so much fun doing that a few years back, we were like, let's write up another press release. This time we said that Nick was a celebrity chef who had just written a book on what to do with your Thanksgiving leftovers.
Right.
And we sent him out right after Thanksgiving. And the idea was for him to come up with the grossest food concoctions and see if the anchors would eat them.
Right.
So, yeah.
My signature dish was called turbo gravy, which was all your leftovers put in a blender and then poured over corn. And you know what? Most of the anchors tried it. I could not believe it.
We got him booked on 5 morning news
That's
shows
true.
with that. Yeah.
So we wanted to show you the best of some of these experiments with the news. So we've got Kenny Strasser, the yo-yo expert, and Chef Keith.
It is a few days past Thanksgiving, but chances are good you probably still have a fridge full of all those leftovers.
So this morning you're in luck. Chef Keith Gerke is here, author of Leftovers Right, making a winner of last night's dinner.
You know, 9 times out of 10, you're throwing leftovers away, or I feed them to my dog. I've got a dog, little dog champion, Cathan Fable, Little Star, and she loves it.
We all know how important it is to be green and environmentally friendly, but how do you get your kids interested in this?
Well, yo-yo master Kenny Strasser has an idea. He's visiting Madison schools this week.
When I'm with students, what I say is, you know, life has a lot of ups and downs. And see, these yo-yos are great for the environment, not so great for yo-yos. This keeps happening to me.
I'm self-taught. I did not go to culinary school, and I'm kind of unorthodox. People compare. Are you familiar with G.G. Allen? Do you know?
Can't
who
say I
that-
am. Tell me more.
Okay, punk rocker from the '80s, who unfortunately left us a little too early. But I am kind of considered the G.G. Allen of the kitchen. This is what you do. You're basically just going to put like some of your ham in here. Well, let's put all of it in. And I'm going to put in a little extra corn here.
Okay.
And then even fried chicken, put it all in there.
Even
Kids
if your
have
mashed
fun.
potatoes have butter, they're okay?
Yeah, it's
All right.
fine. It's all going to come out in the wash. And then add more gravy. Gravy to gravy.
Of course,
Yes.
we need more gravy to make the gravy.
And this will just put it in here. And you can put 6 meals or more in this milk jug. That's taken a long time to drain. But I can show you have a finished milk jug here.
Oh,
and
my.
The fat does go to the top, so you got to
So you could
give
skim
it a
it
good...
off.
Oh.
When you get the kids their yo-yos,
Yeah.
and they start doing, it's probably my dad, I'm not even gonna get, they start yo-yoing, and they get going, and you're like this, you know.
So it's a lot of high energy,
It's a lot of high
fun.
energy, and the kids love it, and a lot of times we'll be laughing so hard, we don't even get to the environmental stuff.
You know, you can pour it on anything. I just have corn here, and it spruces this up. And it just gives it like it's a protein-packed thing, too, because it's got all your leftovers
Fantastic.
in it. Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. We're going to try this during the commercial break.
And this is so fun. My daughters, Spirit and Curtis Ann, love these smoothies. It's maybe not as blended as we'd like, but just try a little bit of that.
So you get that one going. Oops, lost one. And then we're going and we get worrying and we're like, all right, everybody, let's take it down to the ground and we'll get into a Huey. And we get going. Oops.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and what I've done is I put some of these frilly toothpicks, 2 eyes.
Right.
I had to do this in the car, so it's not perfect, but...
So come meet Chef Keith today. You are going to be at Barnes & Noble at 1 o'clock. He's going to be signing copies of his new book.
Actually, I should say I just checked my email before, and I might have to cancel the signing because the books have not arrived.
Oh, well, okay, never mind then.
All right, everyone, we're gonna switch it off here and let's bring it back home for a clean landing. 10-4.
You okay?
Yeah, I got very dizzy.
Okay.
My daughter won't even try this stuff without the whipped cream. Like you're gonna have whipped cream left over, right?
Whoops.
I am so sorry.
It's
oh
okay.
God.
We're gonna throw things out to Mark for a check of our weather.
Sounds like some great recipes there to try out with your leftovers.
Kenny and Keith.
Yeah, so that's what we did on the road for a long time.
Wow. And the thing that blew our minds was that 4 out of the 5 news anchors actually ate the filth that Nick had offered to them.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
Could have gone so much further. And so actually we did. We went on the news again, and we ended up in federal court.
It's funny now. It wasn't that funny back then.
So we'll tell you that story in a minute.
Stay tuned.
But first, more video stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So we have an office with 10,000 VHS tapes in it. We have a huge collection, a whole section just for the VHS covers. We love VHS covers. We're going to show you the cream of the crop here with the VHS cover slideshow. Let's bring down the lights. Let's get this slideshow party started with Yes, We're Walking.
Yes, they're walking.
There it is. This video, it actually answers the age-old question, hey, are you guys walking?
Right, yeah. Now, the answer for this couple is yes,
Yep,
we're walking.
They're walking all right.
All right, I like target training for stomach reduction with Tony Little. And I don't know what the premise was. I don't know, like, was this cover photo taken by Tony Little's assassin, or what was the idea here?
It's the last known photo of Tony Little, never to be seen again.
Like, he just kind of bled out on this hill, and that was it.
Poor Tony Little. Oh, here's diseases don't just happen.
No.
Exclamation point.
No, they don't.
My favorite part is it looks like the doctor wasn't ready for the photo here.
No, they took her by surprise, but too late, Lorraine. That's your picture.
She's adjusting her glasses.
Nothing we can do about it now. All right, this one is learning rock and roll piano taught by Bob Hoban. And I feel like if this teaches us anything, it's don't get caught mid-whistle in a photo. Not flattering. It's not cool.
Unless you have adorable dimples like Bob Hoban does, then you can pull it off.
You think he pulls it
off. I
off.
love his dimples so much.
All right, well, this one.
Oh, introduction to muzzle loading.
Yeah.
My favorite part is the coyote dressed up as the middle-aged man. I
Surprise!
love it.
It's me the whole time. The
Such
coyote.
a convincing costume.
It was, yeah. Nice of Chris Christopherson to host this video. Brought to you by Chevy Truck.
Thank
How
you
nice
so much,
of them
Chevy.
to do that. Oh, here's carving a Santa face with Gene Webb.
With your host, Bo Cephas. Yeah.
We, like Joe said, we have an office of 10,000 videos. They're all by category. So we've got exercise in one section. We did not know where to put this one. So
is it Christmas?
We actually created a new spot on our shelves called Unusually Specific, and that's where he resides.
It's a surprisingly large section.
It is.
Here's Win It Bridge with Eddie Cantor. I love this cover so much. I want to frame this. But zoom in on the intensity here. Look at this guy.
Oh, Jesus. Wow.
You are going to win it bridge with this guy. You
Yeah.
are in good hands.
All right, here's Dennis Lee and Anna Puda Bunch talking about love. And I just want to show you what we have identified as the most unsettling ventriloquist dummy we've ever seen. We've seen a lot.
And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the eyebrows are up too high, or the haircut, or I don't know. The pineapple bolo tie.
That doesn't even begin to scratch the surface of why this is unsettling.
So many things
I'm
wrong
going to take
with
it
this.
off the screen right now.
Yeah. Oh, here's the yo-yo woman. Look, there's so much going on with this cover here, too. This one, first of all, you can win $100,000 if you can duplicate her 10-trick routine. And we looked it up. Nobody had ever done it before, so it still stands.
Second of all, it's an entertainment video, which is always nice to know before you buy.
I love entertainment videos. But this is the best part. Zoom in on this. She's a self-proclaimed
Now, how does
world
that work?
yo-yo champion.
Anybody can proclaim themselves a yo-yo champion.
Everybody in this goddamn room is a self-proclaimed
yeah, you know,
world
just
yo-yo
proclaim
champion.
it. That's all you got to do.
Oh, balloons for the restaurant worker. This another unusually specific video here, and this poor woman here. She just wants to order her food.
No,
that's
she
all
can't.
she wants to do.
She cannot. She's being entertained by Dennis Regling, who, by the way, America's #1 strolling balloon artist. Maybe you've heard of him.
You're in good hands.
#1.
Yeah. All right, what do we got? Oh, Chinese yoga. Bob Klein. This guy has so many awesome covers. This is the best one. But when Bob does this, when he does this pose, don't be frightened. It means he likes you. It's a good thing.
Yeah, he's presenting to you.
He's
It's
presenting.
a compliment.
Yeah.
All right.
Last but not least, we got Refuse to be a Victim. This is an anti-crime, anti-rape video. It's a pretty serious video, but this guy on the cover, you would think that he's like the criminal or the rapist. We watched this video, and this guy, he's the host of the video. For real.
He's got a denim jacket with no shirt underneath, and he's the host of the anti-rape video.
Seriously,
So
he is. So
you do the math. I don't know.
There it is, the VHS cover slideshow.
All right, that's a little bit of the collection.
Yeah. Okay. All right, next up. Okay, so we decided to put this montage together. Nick and I were both guys, and we were like, let's put together a montage that encapsulates what it means to be a man.
Right,
And
that's what people want right now is the male perspective on it. I think they want the white male, what makes them tick, you know? And so we thought
we knocked it out of the park.
We've enlightened you by, so these are the VHS tapes about what it means to be a man. So we've identified a few here. One is it's a video about how to throw improvised weapons for the guys. We got a video, it's a police training video about how to deal with outlaw biker gangs, guys, fellas. Yeah. And we threw in a German porno because we loved the title of it. That's the only reason it's in here.
It's the best title ever.
It doesn't get graphic. So ladies, leave the room if you want. This is just for the fellas. Guy stuff.
Schon wieder. Ja, jogging.
Ah, jogging.
Oh, los, hinterher.
Pretty impressive, huh? I thought so. In fact, I've thought so for a long time.
I like to kick. It's fun. Especially when you get to kick people in the head, right?
Giving yourself an injection with Caverject is not difficult. Choose a location on either side of your penis for injection. Avoid any visible blood vessels.
What began as a small group of World War II veterans who decided to get together on weekends just to have fun and ride motorcycles has evolved into a criminal organization that has profits of over $1 billion a year. I'm talking about outlaw motorcycle gangs, one-percenters as they're also called.
Caverject should be injected into the spongy tissue of the penis.
Here we've got a screwdriver. Let's see how it throws. Pretty good.
Wings are emblems worn by one-percenters. All wing earning must be witnessed. For example, brown wings means that the wearer performed oral sex on a woman's anus.
Again, a practical application of how you might use an improvised throwing weapon in a self-defense situation.
Beep, 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 beep. It's just boop from here. Boop.
Green wings means that the wearer performed cunnilingus on a venereally diseased woman.
This is a tire iron, pretty common item. That's a watermelon. It's also pretty common, and it's a pretty good simulator of human flesh.
To perform the injection, you should be sitting down. If your penis is not circumcised, pull back the foreskin.
Purple wings means that the wearer performed oral sex.
Who are
with
these
a dead
people?
woman.
steadily push the needle until almost all the metal part of the needle is in your penis.
Hey, we just wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you for coming out tonight. We really
Thanks so
appreciate
much,
you.
everybody.
It is freezing out there.
It is so cold out there. We were wondering how many people were actually going to show up tonight, and we are so surprised that this place is absolutely packed. So,
and hey, it's Chicago. You got a lot of entertainment options, but you chose to come here.
You chose to come here, and we'd like to thank the Music Box for having us here. And ultimately, they're responsible for everything you're seeing on screen here. So
thank them.
Thank you so much. Oh man, we've had a wand on screen this entire time. Oh my!
Didn't realize we had a ding dong up here the entire.
We've had a joint on screen this entire time.
I had no idea we had a prick up here for this long.
There's
but,
what else? What are we missing? Cock. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, here we go.
Outlaw bikers have a terminology that is uniquely their own. A cutie is a female picked up off the street and taken to the clubhouse or other place for a party. AFFA stands for Angels Forever, Forever Angels. BTBF.
Are they teenage
Bikers
girls?
Together, Bikers Forever. PPDSPEMFOBBT stands for pill-popping, dope-smoking, pussy-eating, motherfucking outlaw brothers biking together, and is usually found on business cards.
It's guy stuff.
Guy stuff. There
Something
is
for the fellas.
Ladies, back into the room now.
Yeah,
You're safe. You're safe. So
something for the
Right.
fellas there, and that's what it means to be a man, right there.
That's it. It's encapsulated in that montage. And, you know, we sell DVDs of the show afterwards. You can get those at the merch table. But we're always looking for new merchandise. And so we had the idea for our last show. We're like, what if we printed off 100 bright yellow Frisbees that said Frisbee fuckers on them? Like, would anybody buy one of those? And our merch guy was like, you're not going to sell 100 of those. We sold out in 24 hours.
Immediately.
We could not believe it.
It's like our primary source of income now.
It's true. We're Frisbee merchants first.
We're in the Frisbee game.
And then the show's second. And so just for this show, we printed off 100 new ones. So we have them here tonight. Limited
Check this
quantities.
out. Look at this thing. This is an authentic Frisbee fucker Frisbee here because it has the same font. It's the same shade of yellow. And this is the giveaway one.
Giving one away.
I'm gonna,
Okay.
I'm going to launch this one. Somebody in the back here.
Who wants it?
Who wants it?
All right,
Somebody- Here he goes.
Okay. There it goes. Oh, it's taking a right turn.
Oh, boy.
Wait, there's a fight. Oh, congratulations, sir. That's
Boy. Okay. Somebody got Frisbee fucked.
I
over
know,
there.
I know. Well, so you can buy those after a show. We're not selling them to everybody. You have to ask for it. You have to be one of our PPDSPEMFOBBTs.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
We don't give it out to
So
just anybody. Say it one more time. just so
Identify yourself as a PPDSPEMFOBBT.
That's so impressive.
Thank you very
I don't know
much.
how he does it. Yeah. Oh,
It's on my business card. So
were you
it's
bowing
not
right
that,
there?
Not that
Okay.
hard, yeah.
Oh,
All right.
next up, okay, Chicago's own here. This is a Chicago video. We got this one in a thrift store here in a bargain bin. When we found it, it was still in the shrink wrap. It was a video called Rent a Friend. And the idea behind Rent a Friend was if you were a lonely person in 1987 and you owned a VCR, this guy, Sam, he would be your virtual friend for the next 45 batshit minutes.
It's
And,
truly insane.
It's so good.
He starts off.
You're going to be so proud.
Yeah, like he'll ask you questions like at the beginning. He's like, "Where are you from?" or "What's your name?" And then he leaves a pause in the tape so you can answer to your TV and answer to the screen tonight too. I think it should be a requirement.
If you can suspend that much disbelief, go for it.
Yeah, but then it gets weird. He starts talking about himself. Cool, friends do that in real life. But like 5 minutes in, he starts revealing far too much, like more than you should know about this.
And
man.
here's the thing: this video is 100% real. Everybody thinks this is a joke or a sketch or something. It's not. This guy
no
was
way.
100% sincere when he made this video. So here he is. Say hello to Rent a Friend.
Hi. I'm Sam, and basically I'm here because I want to be your friend. What's your name? Yeah. Tell me a little bit about you now. Like, where are you from? That's a nice part of the country. Tell me about your parents. I bet they're really neat. You know, was your mother overprotective by any chance? I don't know. Is there guilt in your family at all by any chance? I tell you, friendship is filled with surprises, and you just blew me away with that one. Here she is, my nemesis, Nancy. I was infatuated with this one for like 5-6 years and never had a single date. Here's my brother. He's 10 years older than me. He used to play a game called Trees. And the thing was, he was the tree and I was the guy walking in the forest. And he fell over on me. And the object of the game was for me to get out from under the tree. Watch this. Oh, whoa. It's like I have a rubber nose. I used to make this noise. It's a noise that means I'm very excited and very, very happy. And I'd like to do it for you right now. One more picture.
Everybody in here.
Together.
All right, group photo.
Group photo here. Everybody in.
Tall people in the back, shorter ones up front, okay?
Squeeze in, everybody.
Ready? Smile.
It's Rent
a Friend.
Oh, Chicago's own.
Wow.
You should be so proud.
I love
He's
that
the best.
band so
okay,
much.
so we wanted to know some answers about Rent a Friend. So we actually tracked him down. He was very easy to find. He was living here in Chicago. We invited him down to the show, and we wanted to reunite him with Nancy.
Right
you
here
remember
on this stage.
You remember his lost love that from the yearbook? He was infatuated with her. We couldn't find Nancy, but if we had, can you imagine the noise he would have made when he saw Nancy
I think we know what that would
across
sound
the
like.
stage? We're still looking for her. We're going to find her.
We want to make that happen.
We'll make it happen here.
And we hit it off though with Rent a Friend, and the next day he invited us to his house, and we went in and we got to delve deep into the Rent a Friend thing. Not a big success financially, but creatively I thought it was, and I think the highlight for us was we got to play a quick round of trees with him, and that.
Do you remember Trees, the game that he played with his brother that sounded more like abuse than a game?
Right.
Yeah,
well, we didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So we went and we played it, and we brought footage of us playing Trees with Rent a Friend in his home. Here it is.
So this is Trees.
Yeah, Joe, this is Trees.
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand the rules.
That's Trees.
It went on like that for like 10 more minutes.
Oh, we were there a long time playing Trees.
And nobody wins in the game of Trees either. Everybody loses.
We all lost
there
that
are no
afternoon.
Winners. All right. Another classic.
This one I
Yes,
love.
all right.
This is one that we found outside of Cleveland, Ohio, at a thrift store, and it was the title caught our eye. It was called The Magical Rainbow Sponge, and you see a title like that, how are you not going to buy it? I mean, we were tempted.
It was a quarter. How do we say no to that?
25 cents. But here's what worried us. This was an arts and crafts how-to video, and we find a lot of those, and they're always boring. But this is the one exception, I think.
This is the only good arts and crafts video in the world, and it's because of this host. Her name is Dee Grunig, and her enthusiasm for the Magical Rainbow Sponge, like it's unhealthy how much she likes it. Like it's like she gets emotional sometimes, like she's gonna start crying.
At one point, she sounds possessed, like some kind of demon has taken her over. At one point during this crafty demon.
It sounds vaguely sexual at a couple moments, but that could be us reading into it way too much.
Maybe,
so
yeah.
You be the judge. Here she is, Dee, with the Magical Rainbow Sponge.
The Rainbow Sponge, created by Dee Gruning of Posh Impressions, is one of the most versatile and fascinating art tools ever seen. So relax and enjoy. Here's Dee.
You asked for it, so here goes. Now watch this. I am sorry, but this is exciting. Look at this color. Oh, I go across my stationery with this, and it's done. And we'll go straight across. Okay, calm down, Dee. Look at that. Okay. I want to do it all. I squeezed and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed. Twist, 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 twist. Oh, this was one night that I did not sleep. Now, I've got to go to this. How fun is that? This is a look that is just will knock your socks off. Look at those. I mean, do you see the doodling? And sometimes I do a zigzag. Oh my gosh. 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 And now we zigzag. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't know whether you've seen in malls, but the way the Koreans can write out names.
What?
And here are wiggles. I love to wiggle the whole thing. Sometimes I do, a softer wiggle. Just a wiggle across. Wiggles. I want you to look at all of those wiggles. Wow. And then okay. Look at that time. Okay. Yes. Yes. Oh. 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 Yes. Oh. 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 Yes. Oh. Oh. gosh, it's so great. And now that you know how to blaze a rainbow path across everything in sight, I want you to rainbow sponge anything that isn't moving.
It's a magical rainbow sponge!
Yes. Oh, I love Dee Gruning. So I want to marry Dee Gruning. If I could.
She's the best. But you heard the lady. Let's get out there right now and let's sponge this fucking city.
I want to see Chicago covered in wiggles by the end of tonight.
Let's just wiggle the shit out of everything.
Anything that isn't moving, wiggle the hell out of it, please, for us.
All right, okay. We're gonna shift gears here to sexiness. We have a sexy video. This one comes from the '90s, where there's this distribution company called Scimitar, and they were huge in the '90s because they had their fingers on the pulse of fads. Like as soon as a new fad came out, like rollerblading or whatever,
Pogs in the '90s,
they would immediately shit out a new video.
Right.
And this one comes from 1997, when the internet was becoming a thing.
Yeah.
And they put out a video about cyber sex.
It's an instructional video about cyber sex, and that, I mean, cool. If you're like us, you're interested in having cyber sex, but
Right, absolutely.
damned if you can figure out how to do it.
Right.
So luckily, this video was just instrumental in helping so many people. It's weird though; it's too sexy to be just straight informational, but it's not sexy enough to whack off to. So why does it exist? What's
it's
its
in this weird
purpose?
limbo area, and the editing is really confusing too. We tried to keep it as intact as possible, but there's one edit in here that's really jarring, and you'll know it when you see it. And just know that we did not make that edit. That was all Scimitar. So here it is. The full title is How to Have Cyber Sex on the Internet.
You've heard the terminology cyberspace, the web, hard drive, the internet. Today we want to explore cybersex in cyberspace. My name is Jolie, and I'm going to show you how to enjoy the stimulating world of the internet sexual playground.
From here in this forest. Are you in the mood?
I'm horny as hell. Come play with me.
It's playtime! It's How to Have Cybersex Internet on the...
You've heard of computer sex, but is there really such a thing? Absolutely. Having sex with an online partner is easy to learn. I'll show you how to reach a cybersex climax. I'll show you what kind of computer equipment you need.
Oh, they transitioned from her to her.
How to easily meet people you can intimately seduce, and they you. This is something I normally do in private, but for instructional purposes, I'm going to let you watch me have computer sex live on the net. We'll also visit others who have mastered the art of one-handed typing. So let's get started. Now let's see if we can find someone interested in having a little cyber sex. I'm gonna put, I'm very horny.
Off to a good start.
And I'm looking for some good
Wait for it.
cyber sex.
There it is.
Are you interested?
Well, now it's a little long-winded, but that's okay.
Okay. And click send. And wait for a response.
Cybersex is really tedious, by the way.
And he puts yes, with lots of S's. I'm 105 pounds, petite.
Pet.
Let's see, 34, 24, 36.
Is my locker combination.
Measurements. Redhead.
Not our edit.
That's how it was.
That was not our edit.
On the tape.
Loves to give head. 6'2", 185 pounds, good looking,
85.
and I love to fuck.
But I think he might have gotten a phone call
and it threw him off. The guy that I was just talking to is not online anymore. Sometimes when you're talking, you're having a personal conversation between two people, a simple phone call can disrupt it and totally cut the two of us off. It disconnected him. And then you click on cancel. And that's it.
And then you click on cancel.
And that's how to have.
Come on, everybody now.
Cyber sex.
Come on, let me hear you.
On the.
Everybody now.
Internet.
That's how you do it. Oh, you guys have got to try it. It feels so good.
Now you know how to do it.
You guys are going to love it.
Get out there and have some cyber sex, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is what we promised before. This is the other news appearances we did last year.
So after we did the Kenny and Keith stuff, we were like, let's push the boundaries of stupidity even further. So we wrote up a press release saying this time Nick and I were a strongman duo, and we called ourselves Chop and Steal, and look like us, a strongman duo. Like, look at us. And this was a slam dunk. This was an absolute
Somehow,
slam dunk.
even though we were so in the press release this time, we said like we had won America's Got Talent in 2014, and clearly they didn't even do a Google search. Not one person did. That same day, we heard back from I think like a dozen news stations who all wanted on.
They all
Chop
wanted us
and
on.
Steal.
Yeah, but we only did 3 of these things because for me, like these things give me a heart attack whenever we go on these things.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we're robbing a bank whenever we're doing one of these morning news
felt
shows.
Like, and then it kind of came true because we found out that we were being sued in federal court by one of the stations, actually the parent company of a station in Wisconsin, and we were kind of scared shitless after that. We resolved the lawsuit, but I don't know if we're legally allowed to show you this, but we're here.
We came all the way here, so fuck them. We're gonna show it.
Okay.
Let's just show it. Yeah.
All right, so here's some highlights from the possibly legal Chop and Steal.
You're watching Hello, Wisconsin.
Hello, Wisconsin.
This is WEAU 13 News.
Been waiting for this all show long.
I know, I'm excited.
So, strongman duo Chop and Steal are here in studio.
Well, an impressive feat by our strongman duo, and what they're doing to educate people, that is coming up.
And in both of our lives, we've both seen some ups and downs, you know, on this tour, too. Ups and downs, a lot of downs, actually, on this tour. But for my life, I realized that I had hit rock bottom when I was addicted to steroids, and I was taking more pills than Phoebe Weeby, I swear.
And we're gonna go. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
We found some sticks actually in your parking lot, and
This is all it takes.
We're gonna reverse roles here.
Okay.
I'm Chop, but this time he's gonna be doing the chopping.
Okay, sounds good.
Normally you say don't try this at home. Go ahead and try these at home.
Okay.
1.
All right, perfect.
2. 3. It's a little big. 3, 4. Okay. Ready?
Yep.
1. 2. 3. 4. 5.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 5 in like probably under 10 seconds.
Probably about. A lot of the times what we like to tell people is that you have to let life bounce off of you.
Yep.
Right? And so we are going to do just that literally, in the literal sense.
So, yeah, again, this is one you don't want to try at home unless you got, unless you feel like you can really pull it off. Why don't you lift up your shirt in the back here?
Oh.
He's built up quite a callus out here, so we just go 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6. How you doing over there?
I've been better.
6, 7, 8, 9, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. You can see that while he's flexing there, that if you do this at home, it's working it's your delts, your tris, your plaps, it's all the major chest muscle groups. Do you feel this already?
Oh, yeah. This is just basic turbo gravy that you would have in your house.
There you go.
Especially after.
And I can do double duty with this one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go up high.
Yep.
Oh,
Sorry.
Yikes.
Sorry.
It's all right. We got it.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay.
Chop and Steal, you guys are performing Monday in Allentown. You can go to their website for more information.
The show on Monday, that one probably isn't, what's on the website probably isn't going to be what's where it's actually going to be.
Okay.
A lot of the times we will play.
It's a secret.
Well, no. If we don't play that, then we usually play like a Home Depot parking lot.
There you go.
Or a Best
All
Buy
right,
parking
so follow
lot.
the website. You'll be able to get all the info of where to see these guys in person.
Yeah.
Well, that's
and that's why we almost went to jail.
That was worth it.
That's the reason we almost
Somehow
went to
it was
jail.
worth it.
So after we did those, we got served papers charging us with copyright infringement and fraud and conspiracy to commit fraud. And we are the least equipped people in the world to do these things, to deal with a lawsuit.
Right.
So we didn't know what to do. Like, how do you find a lawyer? We found a lawyer, but they were like so aggressive with like prosecuting us. Like, we had to do these depositions, and like we spent like 4 days doing these depositions, like 8 hours a day, and that was the worst part, where they really make you feel like an asshole. I mean,
Yeah.
we were assholes, kind of.
Well, yeah, but we didn't do anything illegal. But they made you feel like you did. So this was like we had actually at the end of like a year of harassing us, they kind of basically they settled for nothing of what they were asking for. And then at the end of it, they were like, hey, we got, do you want these papers? Also, do you want footage of your depositions? And a light bulb went off. And
we had already spent so much money on our legal fees, and then they were like, it's $700. We're like, fuck it, we'll just buy
add
the
it to the bill.
depositions. Yeah.
And so if nothing else, we got that out of it. So here you can watch us squirm.
These are so uncomfortable to watch.
Here's
Like, I suck so bad at depositions.
A full week. We call it the worst of depositions.
Other than your lawyer, who else have you spoken with about your testimony here today?
About my testimony here today?
Off to a great start.
I guess just Nick. My wife probably knows about it. Wife does know about it.
Nailed it.
He's not seriously suggesting that we could come up with a way to have this reporter with his pants around his ankles holding a big lollipop.
How would we be able to get his pants down and give him a big lollipop?
Was it true that they had a few performances in Lehigh Valley during that time?
No, as Chop and Steel don't exist, they wouldn't have any performances.
Was it true that Steele is originally from Central PA, as it states in that email?
Nope, not a real person.
And Chop and Steel were not going to northern Wisconsin, is that correct?
Chop and Steel were not going to Northern because they don't exist.
Nick and I clearly are not strong men. We don't look strong.
What's a strong man?
A strong man.
What do the Frisbees have on them?
They are a reference to a clip from an adult film we found called Frisbee Fuckers.
You've got something to live for. These mashed potato snowballs.
Who do you refer to as a fucker?
My niece and nephew, not to their face, but...
Why don't you use it to their face?
Joe's parents. I'm sorry, what?
Do you think suicide is a joke?
No.
Do you use the term fuckers a lot?
Yes.
Somehow,
Oh, man. Oh.
Somehow we still came out on top.
That hurts to watch. It hurts
does.
to watch. So, but like, I was just like, lock me up. Just, I
They
did
asked
it.
you,
I'm sorry.
They ask you one question, like, what's a strong man? You went full Brendan Dassey for Making a Murderer. You just completely flop sweat, and yeah, it was
man.
We have one more clip to show you, and this is my personal favorite.
It's a good one.
And it's a local show that aired in Long Island, New York in the mid-'90s called Pet Paris.
So each and every week, this guy, Mark Marone, he would bring a bunch of different animals from his pet store. He'd bring them down to the public access studio. And you got to keep in mind, these are animals that would never get along in the natural world. Like, these animals, they just want to eat each other the entire time.
Some of them do.
And he puts them all on a small counter, and he takes viewer calls about pet care. And that's it. That's the whole goddamn show. It's so simple. It's so brilliant. You're going to love it. Here it is, Pet Paris.
Well, welcome back to Pet Paris. I still can't find the cat, but we've got a couple of callers on the line. It has to be euthanized because it will never accept another human family. That's a real attractive color. That's one of my favorite ones. Monkeys think they taste good, too. People who buy monkeys, these monkeys are all born on either farms. In other words, what she's doing is, hey, don't fight. Hi, Greg, you're on the... Hey, leave her alone. Hi, Greg, you're on the air. Just to the monkey. Just to the... Whoa, excuse me, monkeys. When you have problems, is one animal is big enough physically to hurt the other one. Let me just get the cat out of the iguana cage here. Afraid he might use it as a litter box. Let me get this cat out of here before he eats a $60 lizard. They don't have a bill that's strong enough to crack the sunflower seeds. Kitty, gold nugget, whoops. Come on, Kitty. Kitty's nice and clean.
Last week, she's just running free. She goes out, meets the mailman. Everything's cool. Last week, she bit somebody.
Everybody has their own story and their own case. Now we're going to take a quick break and talk about how to house your new puppy. And if you have some way like that for me to get... Whoop, good. And I've lost complete control over this situation here. Does it matter? Excuse me, bird. All snakes eat other animals.
There are specialists in private practice. Much better than getting it from an armband. Whoop, there we go.
This has the right, whoops, and it's very, very, whoops, bottom of the cage. Whoops, crash. Eventually. Hello. When they want to be. Whoops, crash. We had a monkey on the floor. Whoops, kitty on the floor. Whoop, we got a bird on the floor. No, cat on the floor. Work hard and, ferret on the floor now.
And I have a two-part question.
That is a Boston Terrier. There's a few other types that are very monitoring your pet. And look at the cat standing on top of the turtle. Isn't this great? Isn't that cute? You see the chinchilla sitting on top of Teresa?
We have a filter cleaning the water, but right now it's not eating.
To see the litter, and they have to lock up the parent that she's there.
You're
all right, so you can stop her.
It's Pet Parade! Best show ever.
That is the greatest show that's ever aired anywhere on television.
Man, here's the thing. Don't fuck with turtles. Just leave them be.
And monkeys are dicks.
Monkeys
that's the
are
other thing I
assholes.
learned about
Yes.
that. Good night, everybody. See you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Cuando el güey se entere que la vaca pinta, que la vaca pinta, se le fue de pinta. Cuando el güey se entere que la vaca pinta, que la vaca pinta, ya no lo quiere. Ay, pobrecito del güey, ay, pobrecito del güey, ay, pobrecito del güey, nadie lo va a detener. Es que el güey confiado que la vaca anda con el ganado. Él no se imagina que con otro toro su vaquita linda se le fue de pinta.